one of those days when you wake up and you have to make sure that you are positive, regardless of whatsoever you may be facing. Good morning to you, and how are you doing? Hoping you really had a great night. In the business treasure, and the health, well, and away from that, we are here bouncing into women in business, looking at organic skincare, specifically that is skin and hair care. So, that's not really good. And some of you keep jumping from one product to another. And at the end of the day, today we're going to be diving deeper in the conversation with Natukunda Mugisha. She is an amazing lady in a business here from Raw. It's called Raw and Organic. And such an amazing name. Raw and Organic Investments Limited. Conversation tuno kubera nayo mukwesa namba 07 ana atano nkaga mukwano. Are you following us on the social media handles? That is at Promise TV UG on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube as well. Promise TV is on free-to-air Go TV, and also download an app called Your TV app. You are watching us at the comfort of your home or office or whatever place you are in. For now, let us dive into the conversation with Natukunda Mugisha. This is such a powerful name. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
You're welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
How has it been, lately for you?
Not bad. We keep hope alive.
Yes.
We are thriving. January was a bit slow.
Yes.
But we are getting on well.
Wow.
By the grace of God.
Amen. Natukunda, what do you do in your free time?
I love to serve the Lord.
Wow.
I sing in the choir. And I also love watching movies.
Which one is your best movie?
War Room.
Oh yes, it's such a Christian movie. I think we have showed it here on Promise TV. It's such an encouraging and inspiring movie. But away from that, Natukunda, what has been your observation about women in business in terms of taking the center stage, exhibitions, business forums, and they're always taking the lead?
Thank you. I think we are trying as women. And I want to applaud every woman that is in business.
Yes.
We are doing well. But also as women, we have our challenges. We know how to hold back. We know how to ask for permission.
Yes.
I think it's in us. Then we don't always have a lot of money, and we are not as shrewd as men. Most of us, at least, are not as shrewd as men. So we try, when there are these small exhibitions, we'll be there. And when it is a regional exhibition, an international exhibition, the numbers drop.
Okay.
So that's where I see women. And how I pray that we shall get out of that. I don't know whether it's a comfort zone or whether we need to get out of the nut, out of it, and be shrewd and fight for business.
Wow. We are here on the show and looking at great products that you have. We have here a body cream and hair shampoo. What was your inspiration when you started this?
Mine is an interesting story. I usually tell people that I started my business out of diversity, or out of the challenge that I went through. So because of the problem I had is how I got into business. What problem did I have? I lost my hair. I lost my hair. I became just like a man. You know how they have the back
Completely, yes.
Yes, and I suffered with this for more than 2 years. Just trying to find treatment here in Uganda. I reached a point where I could not wear wigs because I wasn't used to wearing wigs.
Yes.
And so I would just walk like that. The biggest problem with this condition is called traction alopecia. the biggest problem is that it robs you of your self-esteem. As a woman, you don't feel like going out to interact with people, so you keep yourself, you keep to those who know you. I used to run a shop, I used to import things, but even going out there, actually whenever I would reach in the other country, I would be more comfortable because they didn't know me. But here in Uganda, it was such a challenge. Every time I was to go to church, every week I tailored a dress, a kitenge dress, and then a wrap. I was like a Nigerian. And people thought it was my way of dressing, and they actually adopted it. Some started to dress up like me, but I was hiding something. And you know, when you're on the street and everyone is looking at you, trying to wonder what happened to this one, the ones that know you are like, Enid, what happened? Pity parties. So finally I went to India and spent some 2 months there, close to 2 months. And got treatment, and my hair, by God's grace I must say, was coming back, because even the doctor had said, no, this is scarring alopecia, I don't think it can come back. I wanted a transplant, they didn't know African hair. So when I come back, now that was around, I came back around 18, 19. So the hair was coming back. Now that's COVID time. And there's a lockdown. And as my head was trying to cover up, now I use a different salonist. So these hairdressers know how to make the hair look so beautiful as they are plaiting it. And unfortunately, when I was opening the braids, it all broke down.
I'm so sorry.
Went back to zero. So I couldn't go back to India because that was an expensive treatment.
It was.
And the journey and all. But I had been told about shea butter. And so I said, now I am going to start this business. That's how I started doing shea butter, trying to find a solution for myself. But the skin would darken, the scalp would darken. You see, I'm dark, but my scalp was very brown. So the shea butter would darken my scalp, trying to bring back the normal pH, but the hair wouldn't sprout out. And so I got a chemist and told her, please find a solution for my problem. If you get it, then I'll go out and help other women. And it was a journey.
Enid.
So that's how this business started.
It's quite an emotional, inspirational story. But Enid, you know, in as much as this is a business show, there is someone watching us and they are going through a tough time that you once went through. I want you to share an encouragement of probably how you pulled yourself out of that.
Okay. It's not a simple one. It's a very hard condition. The problem is, actually the biggest problem is it's an emotional experience. You don't go through with people. Not many people understand. So you try to cover with the wigs, cover with this, and the children will ask you, Mommy, has the hair come back? You know. So the thing is, yes, it's not easy. But in this world, we go through tribulations, like Christ said. Naye gwe no kweyamba. No gamba kati, this is where I am. What do I do? Yes, disguise. I know it's not easy to just walk out like I did. But as you disguise, also know that God does not give you what you cannot carry.
Very true.
With it, He'll give you the grace to go through it. Because in Corinthians, He tells us that I do not try or tempt you beyond what you are able. So with this problem, you still can survive. Traction alopecia is not an easy problem, but we can still survive. As you seek for medication in many places, you lose money, you lose time, you lose encouragement, you lose full self-esteem. But pick up yourself. As women have something in us, there's a lot of resilience that we have that God gave us. So try to pick yourself up. Now I am here, I've started talking about it. I actually started talking about this about 6 or 5 months ago. Oh dear. I wasn't talking about it. But this is now when I've started to come out and say I suffered this and I am now better. I am well. At least I can, even if I do not do braids. If you saw my picture, I had my hair. So there is still a patch where I started from, where they picked the biopsies and all. There's a small patch. But my hair has come out. I can style my hair, I can braid my hair. I'm so grateful. Dear. So there is always hope that when the time comes, at the right time, God will come through for you.
Wow. at the right time, God will come through for you. How has your faith been pertinent?
I think if it went for my faith, I would have fallen for so many things.
Okay.
Because people be like, but why, but why, but why, you know? And then the solutions they give you sometimes can be quick fixes, and you try them and you do not get the results.
Yes.
So naturally you feel demotivated.
Very
You're like,
true.
but I've prayed, but I am praying, but you fast, you know? Do you know fasting for hair?
Oh, sweetheart.
You fast and you're like, but God, aren't you hearing me? My hair is falling off every day. Like my last born did not know that I even had hair. Recently I was making some pitch decks, so I was picking my old pictures and he was like, Mommy, was this you? Did you have all this hair? And amazingly, I had a lot of hair that even on my wedding day I didn't put any piece.
Oh,
but you see your hair growing. And for us who are not so much of makeup people and don't know how to make ourselves so beautiful, you even look old and then you're so stressed. But my faith helped me to know that there is a God who cares.
Yes.
There's a God who loves me, and there is a God who will come through for me. And also the people around you, you need a support system. How I wish that the people around us can support us.
Yes.
Yes, well, at least I had the support system of my family. I kept believing, yes, one day it will come back.
Wow. And this is very inspiring. This very morning, you know, waking up and we get inspired of this story, how you got out. Very many people want to come on the show and make it look like everything they started on a clean slate. But how does now the shea butter come in for your healing?
Yes, shea butter has amazing healing properties.
Okay.
Amazing healing properties. You know, even people that have eczema, it helps. People that have, you know, biguna for children, I don't know what they are called in English, it can heal them. So those ailments, it heals them. Then, if you have bleached,
yes,
and you want to go back to your normal skin, it also does that for you.
Beautiful.
So when you use shea butter, it takes you to your normal pH.
Wow.
And it keeps you there. So I find people saying, no, when I use shea butter, I darken. No, you do not darken. But it means you use some lotion at one time that brightened you.
Yes.
You know how they say brightening? That brightened you, which means that the pH that you're in now is not your normal pH.
Yeah.
I have brown people who use it and remain brown. So this shea butter brought me back to my pH. That's why it would darken my scalp, because it wasn't naturally dark.
Okay.
I mean brown. So it would bring back the darkening. But the sprouting out of the hair now, I think it needed some boosting.
Yeah.
And so the chemist now did that, because with her science, she knew what to mix where, what.
Yes.
So she kept different trials until we reached a point where we're like, okay, I think now this is working.
Oh, sweetheart. What was your first product?
The very first product was pure shea butter, the pure one with nothing added. And then after that, because we were working on the hair, she developed a shampoo,
Okay.
a steam treatment, a leave-in conditioner, and a hair pomade. We used to call it hair food, but UNBS insisted that we call it a hair pomade. So we call it hair pomade.
Yes.
So these were the 4 products that we first developed, because we needed a whole combo. I didn't have to go to a salon anymore. I needed to treat my hair from home.
Wash it.
You know, there is
from
this
home.
stigma when you go to the salon and you don't have hair. And everyone is like, oh, even if they don't say anything, you feel the eyes are just going through you.
Yes.
So I was comfortable washing my hair from home, treating it from home, and seeing how it progresses. So I would wash, treat, and oil. I didn't have to go to the salon. And this is the good news, by the way, ladies, that with these products, you can do your hair from home. And this is not only for those that are suffering with broken hair. Even no more hair. These products will help your hair to thrive and flourish and enjoy itself.
Yes.
So these were our very first products. And then when they worked well, people started asking, so for the skin, what do you have for us? And then we developed something, this body cream is for dry skins. Okay. I had a friend who had a very dry skin. You know, I was suffering with my hair, but for her, she was suffering with dry skin. So she had to wear long-sleeved trousers all the time because the skin would kind of chop. So we worked on that, and she was our guinea pig, and she was so happy. Right now, she's doing so well. So that's how we went into skin products. Now men are asking, maybe with time we shall come to the men.
Yeah.
Slowly by slowly.
Oh, wow. This is a very transformative, story and business conversation. But at what point did you say, now I'm going to make this a business besides your self-treatment, but let me now go full blast on this?
Okay. So when I saw my hair come back, first when we had the pure shea butter, I realized many people needed it. So I started now packaging it, because imagine I did not go to buy buckets. I went full swing. I think I was so desperate. I bought a machine and said I must press it myself and know that it's actually real, because there was a lot of adulterated shea butter on the market.
Yes.
There's one I used, and because of that pungent smell.
Yes.
Shea butter has a nutty scent, but it's not supposed to be pungent.
The original.
Yes.
Okay.
So because of that, I had hated shea butter, because it's the one I had used first, and it had affected me. I am so allergic to perfumes and all.
Oh dear.
So because of that, it had affected me, and I hated shea butter.
Oh.
So when my auntie brought me the shea butter that I used on my hair, I was like, but this is different. So I said, let me do it myself. Wow. So because I was extracting it, I started giving it to the salons, giving it to the mothers who had children with eczema. I had been told it is very nice for babies, newborns. So I started giving small time, like really small time. So the time I said, let me do this as a business, was when I saw my hair coming back.
Oh, sweet.
Because it was actually very, very smooth. It's just that I lost the very first pictures. It was very smooth. I lost them, and I had very few because I would not feel like taking a picture.
Yes.
So when I saw my hair starting to sprout out, I was like, I think this works. And because I have gone through this problem, when I'm on the street, or even if I'm driving and I see people passing, or even when I'm seated in church or anywhere, I will definitely see women that are suffering with the same.
Yes.
You will always see, you can see through her hair. I will know this one is suffering. So I started now trying to tell people this can help you. Then there are also young girls who are, unfortunately, are suffering from this problem.
Very true.
Because of sometimes, you know how we braid babies' hair?
Different products.
Babies, infants, you see everyone is braiding their hair. And then the salons are not kind enough. They tighten it. They try to make it so smart.
Yeah.
And the child is still small. The scalp is still fragile. So with time, they tend to get affected.
Yes.
Because of the traction they put on the hair.
True.
So it starts to break when they're still young. So this is how I started to do this as a business.
Wow. The two things you mentioned in it, wagambye nti ekisokera ddala the joy you got when the hair came back, and number two, when you started to supply to other people. I want us to camp around there. What was it like when you began to see your hair grow back?
I must say I was very thrilled. I was very thrilled. Honestly, Angel, I didn't have hair from this side up to the front.
Oh, sweetheart.
So seeing even 4 hair follicles open, seeing 6, you can't count them, but you see the hair coming out. Meanwhile, when it's coming back, it doesn't come back like it left.
Yes.
Each follicle is supposed to have, I think, 6 strands, but there can come like 2-3 strands.
Yes.
But when you touch and feel something. And meanwhile, because the skin had sealed, I would touch and feel like it's a scar. So first, before even the hair comes out, feeling my scalp bumpy with those hair follicles coming back was already a positive. And I was like, oh my God, I am feeling the follicles. Oh my God, what's happening? And then you feel there is some hair. And they call it, my hairdresser calls it omutuntwa. Is it omutuntwa? Like, I don't know how they call it in Uganda. When the hair is so like babyish.
Obututwa.
No, omutuntwa.
Omuntuntwa.
Something like that.
Omuntunta.
Something like that. Like hair is coming out, hair is coming out, like it's baby hair, and then it gains strength, and you see your hair is closing up.
Yes.
It was such a joy.
Wow.
Oh my God, I even went and destroyed the boy. Now that's the time I could come out at church and say, by the way, you people, this wasn't what I loved. I used to do headgears, but not because I loved it, but I was covering up something.
Yes.
My friends had been like, no, your faith is lacking, you're praying, go out in church like you are, don't cover up. But it's not easy.
It isn't.
It's not about little faith.
Yes.
It's about being human now.
Yes.
Because imagine when you're seated in church and you keep wondering, what are the people behind thinking? Even the ones in front will see. And you know, you're concentrating on your head, you're not listening to the word. So I was like, no, I will not try that.
True.
But when it came back, I was very thrilled. So I started now stopping to use the headgears.
You become a living testimony.
Oh yes.
Beautiful. Enid, kati twagala okutegeera at one moment, at what point did you now put everything together and say kati business, this is my stock, this is my supply, this is my demand?
That is step by step. You know, because honestly, I started this business when it wasn't structured.
Oh dear.
Because
but you
I
kept
was
going.
Here. Yes, I kept going. Because at first, like I said, I was looking for a solution. Then I realized I can help some people.
Yeah.
And then, amazingly, it worked. There's a doctor. I won't mention his name. He's a famous doctor. So he picked my. I told him, "Can you use this shea butter on the baby's skins?" It's like, but in it, he's my friend because he treats our children. So he's like, let me try it on my son. I think the son had biguna. So it's like, you know, when they go to school and then the water and all, they pick those things. And being a doctor, he was using some creams.
Yes.
And the thing wasn't going. So he said, let me just use it for my son. He hadn't told me, just it picked what I had delivered, went and used on the son. When he told me, he's like, what? What's in this thing? Girl, I was thrilled. I was like, oh, so it actually works.
Yes.
You know, it's not just what I read, but it actually works.
Yes.
So that structure of the business started slowly by slowly. Now I started seeing how many sacks do I get. Then I was getting like 1 sack, and that would be it. So I started increasing to 6, maybe 10. Of course, now I get in tons.
Yeah.
But then now you start looking at what is the cost, because I had to now price the product.
Yes.
So you have to look at all the costs. What am I incurring? What are the raw materials I'm using?
Yes.
How do I cost it well that I don't make it so expensive and I don't cheat myself?
Yes.
And then you're going now to start paying the chemist officially. Now you have to get people you're working with,
Yeah.
the boys that press the shea nuts. Now you're getting into buckets and packaging, and how do I improve my packaging and labeling? You know, the branding business. So it has been a step-by-step kind of thing.
You know what you're teaching us, Enid, into Tandika?
Yes.
Tolinda, that you must have everything in place for you to start. You organize yourself along the way. But now here's the most tickling thing, the name of the business, Raw and Organic Investments.
All right. The reason I chose this name is I felt when I was tested, I was told I used to relax my hair. So the chemicals are actually the ones that cause my problem.
I'm so sorry.
Traction alopecia has a number of causes, but for me, it was the chemicals that I was using. You know, I think I also took my hair for granted because I had a lot and beautiful hair. So every time I went to the salon, I just sat and put my head and they treated it and I left. So I wasn't keen to know what are you using, when is the expiry date, how has it been kept, or keep buying and bringing for myself.
Yes.
So when they told me it is the chemical that spoils my hair, and knowing all this that I went through, I was like, no, I need to do organic things.
Yes.
So I started out very sure that I do not want any serious chemicals that are going to affect people and are going to affect me. Remember, I use these products myself.
Yes.
So I didn't want to run any risk of losing my hair again. So I went straight for raw and organic because I felt this is what would bring out what I am doing.
Yes.
I want to have something that someone will use and be sure that it will not have any negative, because yes, effects will always be there, but not any negative side effects.
Yes.
Yes. And I usually tell my clients, if you use this product and you get any problem with it, please stop it as soon as possible and tell me.
I love that.
So that I find out, because I don't do these things from YouTube. You know how you read and mix and you don't know what quantities. I use a chemist. I don't have the science background, so I use a chemist. She knows as to why. So if there is any problem, she traces it back. So that's why I decided to do raw and organic.
Wow. Here we are with one product, the hair pomade. Could you tell us more?
This is a hair pomade. This is what we use to oil our hair. Like I said, we were supposed to call it hair food because it's what feeds the hair. But UNBS insisted we call it hair pomade. And when you look at the ingredients, there are so many. You'll have avocado, you'll have peppermint, you'll have, and remember we don't put everything here because you can't of course now tell the formula. Yes, but when you look, for example, what is written here, you see avocado, you see peppermint, you see castor oil, tea tree, and the essential oils that we use, we are so intentional. Yes, they have to be organic. They have to be like raw. We source them from here. We do not go for the ones which are so refined. Yes. If someone makes castor oil, we shall get it from here. Because I've realized, ebintu bya Uganda tutelo bira bange bitali birungi. But when it comes to being organic, Uganda has, I think, the best. Wow. It will be raw, it will be organic, it will not be so refined. Because when it gets so refined, it's like how you see sugar. Wajja kuba abo bamuyita sukali gulu, then ne waba no white. Ojja kwesanga nti white sugar has more disadvantages than sukali gulu. Yes, true. So that's why we said if we can get these ones that we can source from here, we shall do that. If it is tea tree and we must import it, then we shall do that. But we try our level best. Yes. If it is rosemary, we shall get our own rosemary. Yes. If it is aloe vera, we grow our own aloe vera. That's for cosmetics. There is this one for musuja and there is one for cosmetics. So we grow it and make sure it is not sprayed. It's not. So we try to make sure that what this woman is going to put in her child's head or in her own head is close to nature.
I love that.
Yes.
Another intentionality, the fact that you have prioritized health over profits.
Yes, because I have suffered.
Oh, sweetheart.
I am coming from the point of suffering and I do not want to suffer again because I'm using them and I know what it means if the other person is suffering.
Wow.
Yes.
Enid, let's take one question here. Someone says, at what point did your business reach the takeoff point?
This is 5 years now. I would say that takeoff point was maybe 4 years.
And it wasn't
easy.
You were learning.
Yes, I was learning, but also because I wasn't going out full blast.
Yes.
Yes. So I had, I think, that room of reservation, but also, even now my visibility isn't at its best. But when people do not know about you, they do not know your product. If you say raw and organic, how many people know it?
Yes.
So you realize that your market share will be small. And as long as your market share is small, you do not take off. You don't take off that easily.
Yes.
And because for me, I also did not start from the point of business. So like for the first 2 years, it was trials.
Wow.
And then I was going out majorly for pure shea butter.
Yes.
Not these other products.
I love that.
For the first 2 years, I did not sell a single value-added product.
Wow.
I started selling the value products towards the end of the 3rd year. Wow. So these now you realize the 3 years we were doing pure shea butter and basically to those that knew us, a few people. So 3rd year towards the end is when we start selling this. 4th year is now when we start saying get marketeers, let people know about you. And I've just told you, I've just come out to talk about, I think I released that TikTok video in last year in June, July. So that's when people started saying, so this woman suffered this also. And even the people that I go to church with, some confess and be like, when I saw that video on TikTok, I was like, really? Did this lady go through this?
Yeah.
How come she's been jolly all the time?
Wow.
So I wasn't the person that would go out and say, by the way, I suffered this. By the way, I have this problem. So it's now that people can call and be like, I saw you on TikTok, can this work? And it's been amazing. So I started, I came out with this story and it received very positive response. I thank God. So people started calling in, getting products. Now I've been intentional this month. This is not a quick fix. Friends, this is not a quick fix.
Yes.
Usually by the time we try to get these products, we have suffered for about 2, 3, some say 6 years plus. So this bacteria has eaten you all this while. And your condition is this bad. So you can't come and fix it in 1 month.
True.
when we were starting, she talked about using this product, then you jump to the other one, then you jump to the other one. Now I know what that means. Because you're desperate, you need quick fixes. But I'll tell you, it's not a quick fix thing.
Wow.
You have to be patient, you have to be consistent. But the beauty is, in the first 3 months, you will see positives. Now, hold on to those positives. I have called the people that took my products in June, July. Yes. Now I've been trying to do a follow-up. Now, this alopecia also depends on the salonist that you use. Most hairdressers don't know this problem. So you go there, they want to cover here, and so they pull it strong to cover here, and so this one also drops. And so I have a hairdresser that I use. And when I get a client, I tell them, if you can use, if your hairdresser knows about alopecia and can use protective hairstyles, we call them protective hairstyles, the loose ones that will not strain your hair. You can't be having my problem and then you do these long ones that I see up to the back, because this is already weight on that strand. So it will definitely drop. You can't do the very tight ones. This is ruby. It's very, very light. You can't do, is it kinky? The heavy ones. You don't do those
Afro
ones.
Kinky,
Afro kinky. You must use protective hairstyles. They handle your hair with the care that it needs. And so I have realized those that followed what I talked about are all amazed. They are like, we are grateful.
Wow.
Then there are those that kept saying, I think my hairdresser will manage. They try to see positive. They'll tell you, hair tries to come back, but it breaks again. Yes, it is breaking again because of how they are handling it. So we need to be careful that this problem is eating us up, but we do not have to give it an advantage over our heads again. Let us try to use protective hairstyles. If it hasn't eaten you up so much, do twists, natural twists. They can even do something simple. But of course, I understand that you need to go out and look beautiful. We need to avoid wigs because they put in a lot of heat. So we do something simple, we look beautiful, people will not tell that we have a problem, and we continue doing the treatment within. Yes.
You know, Enid, I'm loving the conversation we are having this morning. But most people, when they're starting, they usually say, my friends didn't support me. I used to post, they never came through for me. What was it like on your end at that moment of the 3 to 5 years?
I wouldn't say I am more of analog. So I am not so digital. I'm trying to learn because we are forced, we must learn. But it's not about your friends coming through. It's about what you want.
I love that.
And it's about consistency. I usually make this quote that I read in some book, and it says that money actually grows on trees of consistency. You know how they usually say money doesn't grow on trees, but this one flips it around and says money grows on trees of consistency.
Wow.
Whether they have responded, whether they are supportive or not, keep consistent. Because this consistency will pay as you go along. Just keep mindful of the why. Why did you start this business? The why should keep pushing you to go on. It is what is actually supposed to support you the most. It is your support. As you, of course, we get times and we're like, will I pull through? But that is business. I also read another book where it says, with business, you must be a problem solver, almost for the rest of your life. Because problems come out every day. You'll have a problem today, have a problem tomorrow, or challenges, I would say, because challenges are easy to solve. But as they come, do not throw in a towel. Please push on, be consistent, refine where you have to refine, and let the why keep pushing you. You will achieve it at the end.
Wow, this is so amazing, and it was a kutuwa wisdom Enid, twagala okuyiga abachala ababeeranga bagezako kwetegeera products zineeno, nakozesa eno, next month nakozesa eri, nola nakozesa eri, bagenzi kigomowa.
Kati obuzibu buli ku nkozesa kino 1 month, not even a month, by the way.
You want quick
it can
results.
even be a week. Nagamba naye ekyo nakikozesaako ne kigaana, naye kiri nakikozesaako ne kigaana, but tewakiwa budde. Because especially organic things, with organic things they say you must consistently use it for at least 3 months. Ate balamu emyezi 3 bakugambye okulaba results obulungi olina okukozesa emyezi at least esatu ekitegeeza nti oyinza okulaba results even after emyezi esatu ekyo so kati emyezi esatu usually bwoba ng'oli under pressure waliwo abangamba munange nina introduction ate enviiri zange n'olaba nti alina 1 month to introduction ate ng'ayagala enviiri zikomewo within that month. It's not easy, but also the pressure from the people that look at us. You'll be thinking, now how are they seeing me? It's never usually about other people, it's about you. So kino ekintu ekirwadde I have overcome it, I should say, but you need consistency. Olina okukozesa product emu mpozi ng'olaba ng'enviiri zikutukira ddala I will just stopping it. Naye bw'olaba nti it is giving you some peace, bw'oba olina itching n'olaba nti itching eweddewo n'olaba nti pimples ezirimu ezo zistopinze n'olaba nti scalp eri calm n'olaba nti eddaka eninze kati beera ne hairdresser ajja kuba ng'akuwa feedback n'agamba when we plaited it was like this, when you've opened it it's like this. If you do not plait your hair beerako naawo either your child or someone close n'alaba nti twewemu omwezi kati kiri kitya. So bw'oba olaba nti you're on a good track, the negative side effects are not there, kiwemu obudde at least 3 months.
Wow. Enid, omukyala atulaba ng'akyalinza okutandika business ne miliyoni 2 ng'ayinawo mitwalo 3 magezi kigomuwa?
Amagezi gemuwa teyeewola looni. Looni ze zitusse. Tugenda ne tukwata zilooni ne tuziteeka mu bizinesi nga tezinakula nga tezisobola zisasula and then we lose everything.
Kituufu.
Tandikira wooli. Emitwalo 3 is not small money. Tandika mpola mpola. Naye yiga saving is okwawula. Saving yiga okuteekako akasente ku bbali. Tekalina kuba nti ate nze mu wiiki nsevinze n'omutwalo gumu gwokka gunaanyamba ki nedda gujja kuyamba 1+1 makes 2. Ate nno ogwo omutwalo bw'ogugatako ogwa next week n'ogwa next week n'ogwa next week n'ekirala kiba kikuyamba okuyiga bizinesi eno etambula etya. Kubanga kati bwe bakuwa miliyoni 10 nga tonayiga kukozesa miliyoni 1 trust me you lose it. So tandika mpola oyige how does it work, abantu bagala ekiri kitya, nina okukyogerera ntya, nkimixinga ntya, bwe kivaamu kitya. Risk to lose emitwalo 5 than okuluzinga emitwalo 5. Emitwalo 5 ne bwefa kiba better n'otafiirwa emitwalo 5. So tandika n'akatono k'oyinako bw'omasteringa the game yongeramu ku ssente. Naye kasente k'oyongeramu kabeere kano k'obadde osavinga and also bw'oba osobola okufuna mikwano gyo oba ab'ekika abanaakuwamuko ku ssente nga tebakutaddemu interest tebakukassa ki obwo soft loans butuyamba naddala ffe abakyala tutandika mpola mpola. Ate usually abakyala tetutandika business ezeetaaga 100 million. We usually start small. Naye Mukama alina engeri gye yatuwa advantage nti engeri gye tunakyalinga abaana okukula empola mpola era bwe tunakyalinga bizinesi zaffe okukula mpola mpola ne tumanya okutereka akasente kano ne tumanya okukekereza wano ne tumanya okutwonoona because era bw'otandika n'ebingi kiba kyangu nnyo okwonoona. Olaba nga bw'oba olina emmere nnyingi ojja kwesanga ng'ennyingi eri mu kasasiro naye bw'oba n'emmere ntono ogikwata bulungi nnyo. Enid
nga bwe tumaliriza njagala nga tetunnagenda waliwo ekya tithing ekya bizinensi n'ekyokusaba ne altar. Njagala okyogereko mu bufunzifunzi.
Tithing, I also struggled with tithing nga simanyi omanyi bwe tutandika business oba tumanyi nagibala obulungi
net profit capital.
Kati nze nga bwe ntunda bucket ngenda nensasulako tithe wali nentunda kino nensasulako then later as you know ekirala kyenina bagamba nga sinagenda bw'oba oli mukazi oli mu bizinesi noonyayo organizations ez'abakyala
ozeeyungeko
bakyala abali mu bizinesi ozeeyungeko kubanga bannange nga zitusomesa bingi tuyigirayo bingi batusomesa how to price how to know your net profit how to know which money z'otaddemu n'ez'ojjamu.
Yes.
N'omanya nti actually bwe ntunda kino nenzijjako 10% mba nzije ne ku bye ntaddemu sizije ku magoba.
Yes.
So with time I learned nti I need no costinga manye amagoba gegaliwa. So now I've gone to a level where I even do audited accounts and all.
I love that.
But even before that, bw'oba obibala bulungi naddala business nga tenagejja obala bulungi n'omanya nti ntaddemu zino.
Yes.
Bwe kiba kizigo bwe kiti ntaddemu ebintu bina. Ebyo ebintu bina binkostinze sente meka.
Yes.
Omukozi ankostinze sente meka. Rent ya meka. Ebyo byonna n'obibala bulungi. N'omanya nti at the end of the day my profit eyenkana bweti.
Yes.
Profit yange ku products zino ziri 15,000. Kati nojjeko tithe.
Yes.
N'omanya nti awo eri 10% of 15,000 ze meka ebitaano. Kati n'omanya nti I am going to pay offering. Offering n'asasula yenkana ki n'osalawo ekyo. Kegamba business bw'oba ogibaze bulungi ojja kusasula tithe omutuufu n'osasula n'ebirala by'oyagala okusasula. Naye bw'oba tonamubala bulungi tojja kumanya nti ndi mukubba Mukama oba ndi mukwebba. Ate Mukama naye tayagala owebbe. At least muwe ekituufu naye mwongereko. Omanyi ky'omuwa kyekiriwa.
Wow, and this has been a very lovely hour that we have had. Conversations abantu ebintu bino tulina gye babiwulira. Manyi TikTok is there but buli omu ayogera kiki, so you end up getting confused. But I would like to hear your parting shots before we leave.
My parting shot is to encourage every woman. Banange njagala nnyo abakyala. Abakyala tulina obuvumu.
Yes.
Nga Mukama yabutuwa. Ate buli mukyala yenna waali n'omwana omuwala abeera n'obuvumu buno within us. Naye bw'oba tovuddeeyo okugamba nti let me exercise this. Tojja bulaba. Naye abakyala Mukama yatukola bulungi nnyo n'atuwa obuvumu. Buli mukyala ali eyo awulira nti kati nze neekolerako kaliwa nze n'abantya omwami yampa buli kimu oluusi tolina na mwami kyetusanze abaana abawala bagenda ne babeera mu migizi egitaliiyo nga banoonya abasajja okubalabirira. Buli mukazi kirungi nnyo abeeko n'akasente. Kituyamba nnyo ne tusobola okwenyumiriza mu Mukama ne tumanya nti yatuwadde ne tuwulira bulungi tusobola okwegulirayo ke twagala. Tuyinza okuba nga tetulina sente nyingi eziri awo naye ne tubeera na basics nga tusobola okuaffordinga basics, tusobola kuyambayo bazadde baffe, tusobola n'okuyambayo babba waffe obalemereddwa. So nno ngamba buli mukyala beerako kyeweekolera. N'okuba tolina formal employment nti oli mu mulimu kolayo akantu. Ne bw'oba ng'oli mu mulimu ng'olinayo akalala k'osobola okukola. We women can multitask. So okola ebintu bingi teweelimitinga. Kolayo kino kolayo kiri kino bwe kigaana kolayo kiri n'osanga nti nina akasente akasobola okunsobozesa okuba nti I am strong neeyagalira mu Mukama ng'amwebaza nti ansobozesa.
Wow. Namba eyo sooka ogisoma abakwetaaze bayinza okuba nga bakwagala.
Kale nina enamba 2 nina eri ku WhatsApp ye ya MTN eri 077 2M2 0 M3 or 0772 120 113.
Waniyagadde otumirako
abe naye ndiyagadde okutumirako family yange mbagala nnyo Mukama abawa omukisa ate n'abantu bonna bali eyo naddala baagala Mukama banange Mukama abakuume aba meeting at your different points of need. N'abatanamutegeera tusaba Mukama abayambe mumutegeeze.
Wow. Enid, thank you so much. It's been a lovely conversation this morning. Abantu mbalaba balaba abamu batidde commenting abalala bagamba tugenda kubanga tumusaba namba. Enid ogambye namba eyo eri ki?
Eri 772 M20 M3 naye abangi batera okwagala Airtel naye njibawe eri 0759 21 no 0759 sorry 562186. Airtel sigikozesa nnyo mba sigimanyi na mutwe bulungi naye ya MTN yeri ku WhatsApp.
Okay.
Yes.
And thank you so much for coming through on the business show.
Thank you.
Chetuyeze otugambye nti money grows on trees of consistency.
Yes.
Wow. Thank you so much. Enid nawe wena atulaba kansubire oyize ebintu bingi. Ow'omukwana atusomesezza nawe kansubire nti you are going to go back, sit Pasa nambe jatusomedde oba ogende ku YouTube at Promise TV UG oddemu eyo namba ogifune bulungi omukubire asobole okubanga akuyamba. Enid Natukunda Mugisha atukoze bulungi amakya ga leero era it's been a very lovely conversation nga bwe tunyumirwa ate nga she is sharing a lot of wisdom this very morning. Kansubire obiwandiise togamba nti wabiterese mu mutwe, but it's been amazing. A very, very touching story. She's a living testimony. Nawe tuleyo olowoze ku business gyosobola okutandika nga it can make you thrive and go far every single day. Well, nawe naliyengo gamba Angel nende yagadde okujjaawo ku Promise TV oba muntu okeeko eno gyendi njagala okozesa enamba 0746 okubanga otutuukako tujja kuba tukwata essimu yo butereevu ddala. Wati sikwerekereza naye nga sinnagenda njagala ku setting a big shout out to you Bonita Nakabuye, Regan Rukundo, Vincent Odipio okubanga this show has been successful because of you guys. Thank you and thank you so much. Kankwerekereze here and now. Stay tuned on Promise TV. My name is Angel Walker. Bye bye.
Promise TV. Be lifted.